My wife hissed at her company's annual gala. My new CEO is here. Don't embarrass me. You look like you don't belong. Use the service exit. I just nodded calmly and left through the back. I was driving my wife to her company's annual gala when I noticed she kept checking her phone, nervous energy radiating from her. I'd worn my best suit. Nothing flashy, but respectable. I was just trying to be a good husband supporting her career. The venue was impressive. Crystal chandeliers, waiters with champagne on silver trays. The moment we stepped inside, her posture changed. She became rigid, scanning the room. There he is, she whispered, pointing toward the new CEO. Then she turned to me with a look I'd never seen before. Cold, almost disgusted. My new CEO is here. Don't embarrass me. Her voice dropped to a harsh whisper. You look like you don't belong. Use the service exit. The words hit me like a physical slap. I stood there processing what she'd just said while around us, conversations continued normally. You want me to leave? I asked quietly. Through the back. Please, I can't have you here right now. The politeness almost made it worse, like she was doing me a favor. I walked through the venue, past the coat check, down a hallway marked staff only, and found myself in the hotel's back alley. 20 minutes. That's how long the entire evening had lasted. As I sat in my car, my phone started buzzing. Her name flashed on the screen. I let it ring. By the fourth call, curiosity got the better of me. Hello? Oh, thank God you answered. Her voice was shaking, high-pitched with panic. You need to come back right now. There's been a terrible mistake. I pulled over. What kind of mistake? I didn't know. She was crying now, actual tears making her voice thick. Nobody told me who you were. The CEO saw you leaving and asked Bennett who that man was. Then Olivia from accounting recognized you from the company newsletter photos. She was rambling, barely coherent. They know who your father is. Clayton Jensen, the board chairman's son, the majority shareholder. I sat watching traffic pass by and said nothing. The CEO went completely pale when he found out. He asked where you went and I had to tell him that I asked you to. Her voice broke completely. He's talking about an emergency board meeting about this. Why would there be a board meeting? Because he thinks I insulted a major investor. He thinks I treated the board chairman's family with disrespect. And my job. I almost laughed. The irony was pretty thick. She'd been worried about me embarrassing her. What am I supposed to tell them? She begged. Tell them the truth. Tell them you asked your husband to leave through the service exit because you were ashamed of him. I hung up and turned off my phone. The next morning at 9:15, my phone rang. It's over, she said before I could speak. They fired me. The board had determined that her conduct toward a major stakeholder's family member was grounds for immediate termination. No severance, no recommendation letters. They called it gross misconduct. Someone talked to the catering staff, got the whole story, she explained. One of the board members asked if I understood the gravity of disrespecting the Jensen family, considering they're negotiating a major expansion deal. Within hours, word spread through the professional networks. The job offer she'd been secretly pursuing for months, 30% pay increase, senior director position, was rescinded. They can't risk hiring someone with judgment issues, they told her. Every company she contacted recognized the name from the Jensen incident. She was effectively blacklisted. 2 weeks later, she tried one final manipulation. I've been talking to a lawyer, she said, about whether I have grounds for a different settlement. You withheld significant financial information during our marriage. You want to sue me for not name-dropping my father enough? I want fair compensation for 3 years of missed opportunities. My lawyer thinks we can make a case that you deliberately concealed assets and connections. I understood now. She was threatening to drag my family through public scandal to salvage her career. Go ahead and file, I said calmly. But you might want to ask your lawyer what happens when the defendant countersues for defamation and extortion. She was quiet for a long time. You wouldn't. This would hurt your family too. My family has dealt with business challenges before. Can you say the same about your career if this turns into a real legal battle? 3 days later, I got a text. Papers signed. No contest. Moving to Portland next month.